Okay, so you need to have your notebook and something to write with because you are going to take notes in your notebook today. But we are going to review combining like terms. So you would want to write this at the very top of your page. Combine like terms. And one of the things that we're first going to review is I'm going to write an equation. And we're going to review the parts of an equation. So something that you will want to remember, and we've already talked about it this year, is a number in front is called a coefficient. The unknown value, like x or a letter, is a variable. And the whole thing all together, including the sign in front, is a term. This, too, because it's by itself, is called a constant. Okay, so I'm going to go through and show my like terms. So right away, I already started to box negative 4x, that's one term, and then negative 1x is another like term because they both have the variable of x. 3x squared is a separate term that is not like the others because it has an exponent. And then plus 2 is a different term because it doesn't have a variable and it's just a constant. Okay, so now we're going to do some examples. The first example is 3 minus 5w plus 12 plus 2w minus 3. So if you look at this 3 in the front, it actually has an invisible positive sign, and it's a constant. So I'm going to circle my other constant, positive 12. Your signs in the front go with the number right that follows behind it. So we have positive 3, positive 12, and then at the end, negative 3 or minus 3. I'm also going to box around my terms with the variables. So negative 5w and positive 2w. So if I'm going to first combine my variables. Negative 5w plus 2w. So negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3w. And now looking at my constants, I have positive 3 plus 12 is 15 minus 3 is 12. And that's positive 12. So negative 3w plus 12. Example 2. 7 minus 4j minus 2j squared minus 5j cubed plus j squared minus j. I'm going to first go through and circle or square my like terms. So my constants, 7, and remember there's an invisible positive sign in front, and that's it. So now I'm going to go through and look at, we have negative 4j and negative j here, and then negative 2j squared and positive j squared. And then I'm not going to circle that last one, but I'm going to combine them. So I only have one term that has negative cubed. So it's going to be negative 5j cubed. There's nothing to combine it with. And then I'm going to combine my squares. Negative 2 plus 1. There's an invisible 1 here. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative j squared. And then we have negative 4j and another negative 1, invisible 1, for negative 5j. And our only constant is 7, plus 7. Okay, so now is a good time to pause. If you would like, you can go on to the practice. I'm going to go through a couple example problems from that quiz, but you can go, if you feel confident, you can go on to that quiz practice. Okay, so we have here 7x plus x. Remember, there's an invisible 1 here, so we have 1. So this is really 7x plus 1x. If I look at 7 plus 1, that would be 8. And we keep our x's. 8x. All right, another example. So we have 6a plus 4a. We're going to keep our variable, a. And we're going to add 6 plus 4, which is 10. So your answer is 10a. All right, one last example. 4x plus x. Remember, this isn't just x. It is x, but there's an invisible 1 here. So 4 plus 1 is 5. We keep our variable x, and that's your answer, 5x.